Off the coast of Cape Town, South Africa, the ocean stretches out vast and enigmatic, its surface concealing secrets that have puzzled explorers for generations. Beneath these restless waves, in the shadowy depths, lies a mystery waiting to be uncovered, one that has drawn scientists, adventurers, and dreamers alike to its hidden realm. Tonight we begin our journey into the unknown, where every ripple hints at a story untold. Imagine being out at sea, surrounded by darkness, when suddenly the water beneath your ship begins to glow with an unearthly light. For centuries, sailors and fishermen have whispered tales of this mysterious phenomenon, one so strange and unsettling it sent chills down their spines and left them questioning what truly lurked beneath the waves. Tonight we journey into the heart of these legends as we uncover the secrets that terrified those who dared to cross the ocean's vast expanse. Welcome to Beyond Poksha. It was a night like any other, with the ocean lying still beneath a blanket of stars. The air was cool and crisp, carrying the faint scent of salt and seaweed, and the only sounds were the gentle lapping of waves against the shore. The moon cast a gentle silver glow across the water, its reflection shimmering and dancing with every ripple, and all seemed peaceful, as if the world itself was holding its breath. But then, without warning, something extraordinary began to happen. Enormous glowing shapes began to emerge beneath the surface, their outlines shifting and undulating in the dark water. At first, it was just a faint glimmer, a suggestion of movement, but within moments the light grew stronger and more defined until it outshone the moon itself, painting the waves with an eerie, otherworldly radiance that seemed to pulse and breathe with a life of its own. These shapes moved gracefully, swirling and weaving through the depths, far larger than any sea creature ever recorded. Some appeared to stretch for hundreds of feet, their luminous bodies twisting and turning in mesmerizing patterns, while others flickered and darted like living constellations beneath the waves. The entire ocean seemed to come alive with mysterious luminous forms, their light casting strange shadows on the faces of those who watched from the shore or from boats drifting nearby. People gathered in silence, their eyes wide with awe and wonder as the glowing shapes performed their silent dance. Some whispered theories, giant jellyfish, unknown species, or perhaps a rare phenomenon of bioluminescence, but no one could say for sure what they were witnessing. For a brief, magical moment, the boundary between the known and the unknown seemed to blur, and the ocean became a canvas for nature's most spectacular light show. The memory of that night would linger long after the shapes faded back into darkness, leaving behind a sense of mystery, beauty, and the enduring power of the sea to surprise and inspire us all. For generations, fishermen along these coasts have whispered tales of the impossible, nights when the sea itself seemed to come alive beneath their boats. These stories, passed down from father to son, have become an integral part of the local lore, painting a picture of a sea that is as mysterious as it is beautiful. The fishermen speak of nights when the water would shimmer with an otherworldly glow, casting an eerie light on their weathered faces and making the familiar seem strange and magical. They tell of moments when the ocean, usually so dark and foreboding, would suddenly burst into life, as if a switch had been flipped, illuminating the night with a ghostly blue light that danced and flickered like a living thing. Entire patches of water would suddenly ignite with a ghostly blue light, swirling and pulsing as if something vast and living was stirring just below the surface. The fishermen would watch in awe, their hearts pounding in their chests as the lights moved and shifted, creating patterns that seemed almost deliberate. Some nights the lights would be so bright that they could see the fish swimming beneath the surface, their scales reflecting the eerie glow. On other nights, the lights would be more subdued, casting a soft, ethereal light that made the ocean look like a scene from a dream. The fishermen would often find themselves mesmerized by the sight, unable to look away as the lights danced and played in the water. Some fishermen told of lights that seemed to follow their boats, weaving and shifting with a strange, almost intelligent purpose, never quite letting them out of sight. These lights would move in sync with the boats, creating the impression that they were being watched or even guided by some unseen force. The fishermen would often feel a mix of fear and fascination as they watched the lights, wondering what could be causing such a phenomenon. Some believed that the lights were the spirits of the sea, watching over them and guiding them safely through the night. Others thought that the lights were a sign of something more sinister, a warning to stay away from certain areas of the ocean. Others swore they glimpsed enormous shadowy outlines gliding silently beneath the waves, so immense that even the bravest among them fell silent, hearts pounding in the darkness. These shapes, they said, were unlike anything they had ever seen before, moving with a grace and power that was both awe-inspiring and terrifying. The fishermen would often find themselves holding their breath as they watched the shapes, afraid to make a sound for fear of attracting their attention. Some described the shapes as being as large as whales but with a different, more menacing presence. Others thought that the shapes were the remnants of ancient sea creatures, long thought to be extinct but still lurking in the depths of the ocean. These shapes, they insisted, were far too vast to be whales or submarines, creatures of legend perhaps, or something else entirely lurking in the deep and waiting to be discovered. The fishermen would often gather around their lanterns, sketching out the shapes they had seen and comparing them to the creatures in their old maps and stories. They would debate what the shapes could be, their imaginations running wild with possibilities. Some thought that the shapes were the guardians of the ocean, ancient beings that had been watching over the seas for centuries. Others believed that the shapes were the remnants of a lost civilization, their technology and knowledge far beyond anything we could imagine. Around campfires and in hushed voices, these stories have been passed down, each retelling, adding new details, new chills, and a growing sense of awe at the mysteries that still haunt the ocean's depths. The fishermen would sit for hours, sharing their experiences and listening to the tales of others, their faces illuminated by the flickering firelight. They would laugh and shiver as they recounted their encounters with the unknown, their voices filled with a mix of fear and excitement. These stories, they knew, were more than just tales. They were a testament to the power and mystery of the ocean, a reminder that there are still things in this world that we do not understand. And so, the stories would continue to be told, each generation adding their own experiences and keeping the legends alive. At first, the ocean shimmered with mysterious otherworldly lights, dancing patterns that mesmerized everyone watching from the shore. But then, without warning, the lights began to flicker one by one, as if some unseen hand was snuffing them out. The glow faded, swallowed by the vast inky blackness. Silence settled over the waves. In a matter of moments, the ocean was empty again. No trace of the spectacle, no hint of what had just occurred. The lights had vanished, leaving behind only questions and the endless, unknowable dark. In the quest to explain the ocean's most mysterious lies, scientists have turned their attention to the wonders of bioluminescent plankton, tiny organisms that can transform the sea into a glowing tapestry after dark. These minuscule creatures, invisible to the naked eye during the day, become the artists of the night, painting the waves with ethereal blues and greens. Their light is not just a spectacle, it is a language, a defense and a survival tool honed over millions of years of evolution. The phenomenon of bioluminescence has fascinated humanity for centuries, inspiring legends, poetry, and scientific inquiry alike. In laboratories around the world, researchers carefully study these remarkable creatures, hoping to unlock the secrets behind their radiant displays. They collect samples from the darkest corners of the ocean, bringing them into the controlled glow of the lab, where every flicker and flash is meticulously recorded. Scientists use advanced microscopes and chemical analysis to understand how these organisms produce light and why. Some species emit a steady glow while others burst into brilliance only when disturbed, creating waves of light that ripple through the water. The study of bioluminescence is not just about understanding the creatures themselves, but also about uncovering the hidden dynamics of the ocean, how currents, temperature, and even the presence of predators can trigger these glowing displays. The research has practical implications too. By decoding the mechanisms behind bioluminescence, scientists hope to develop new medical imaging techniques, create sustainable lighting, and even design better underwater exploration tools. The glow of plankton, once a mystery, is now a beacon guiding innovation across disciplines. Yet for all the progress made, the ocean still guards many of its secrets. Each new discovery seems to raise more questions than it answers, fueling the curiosity of those who seek to understand the deep. Yet some experts argue that what people witness could simply be tricks of light, moonbeams dancing on restless waves, or reflections that play with our perception in the darkness. The ocean at night is a place of illusions where the boundary between reality and imagination blurs. Light bends and scatters on the moving surface, creating patterns that can seem otherworldly. Even experienced sailors have been fooled by the interplay of moonlight and water, mistaking natural phenomena for something extraordinary. Atmospheric conditions such as mist or fog can amplify these effects, making the sea appear to shimmer with mysterious energy. In this view, the ocean's glowing lights are not messages from the unknown, but the result of nature's own artistry, a reminder of how little we truly see, even when we think we are looking closely. But for many witnesses, fishermen, sailors, and explorers, their stories go far beyond natural explanations. They describe seeing lights that move with purpose, forming patterns and shapes that suggest something structured, almost mechanical, lurking beneath the waves. These accounts are often detailed and consistent, passed down through generations and across cultures. Some speak of lights that travel in straight lines or that pulse in synchrony as if following commands. Others recall moments when the water seemed to come alive with geometric shapes, glowing grids, or even what appeared to be the outlines of massive objects moving silently below the surface. These stories are not easily dismissed, for they come from those who know the sea best, people whose lives depend on reading its every sign. Some even claim to have glimpsed outlines of massive objects or creatures that defy all known marine life, machines or beings that seem to operate with intelligence beyond our own. There are tales of vessels that vanish without a trace, of strange sounds echoing from the deep, and of encounters that leave seasoned sailors shaken. In some cases, entire crews have reported seeing the same phenomenon. Their testimonies recorded in ship logs and maritime records. The consistency of these reports has led some researchers to consider the possibility that something truly unknown may be at work. something that challenges our understanding of both nature and technology. Whispers persist of hidden bases, secret outposts built deep within the ocean's most inaccessible trenches, places where the unknown might thrive, shielded from human eyes. This theory suggests that the ocean's greatest mysteries are not just biological, but technological as well. Some believe that advanced civilizations, whether human or otherwise, have established sanctuaries far beneath the waves, using the darkness and pressure of the deep as natural camouflage. The idea of underwater bases has captured the imagination of writers, filmmakers, and conspiracy theorists alike, fueling speculation about what might be concealed in the planet's last true frontier. While no definitive evidence has been found, the allure of the unknown continues to draw explorers and dreamers to the edge of discovery. And in the darkest corners of speculation, some believe these lights belong to visitors not of this earth, extraterrestrial beings who have made the ocean depth their secret domain, waiting for the right moment to reveal themselves. The ocean, with its vastness and inaccessibility, offers the perfect hiding place for those who wish to remain unseen. Stories of unidentified submerged objects, USOs, have become a staple of both folklore and modern UFO research, with some claiming that the greatest secrets of the cosmos are not in the stars but in the deep. Whether these tales are the product of imagination, misinterpretation, or genuine encounters, they remind us of the enduring power of mystery. The ocean's lights, whatever their origin, continue to inspire wonder, curiosity, and a sense of awe at the vast unknown that lies just beyond the reach of our understanding. As the sun sets over Cape Town, the ocean transforms into a realm of mystery. The waves crash against the shore, illuminated by an eerie glowing light that dances just beneath the surface. Locals whisper tales of strange shapes moving in the darkness, creatures that only reveal themselves when the world is asleep. Is it simply a breathtaking display of nature's bioluminescence? Or could there be something far more ancient and terrifying lurking in these waters? Tonight, the secrets of the deep remain hidden, waiting for the brave to uncover them. The ocean is a realm of endless wonder, where every wave conceals a story and every shadow hides a secret. Here at Beyond Poksha, we dive into the unknown, exploring the mysteries that lie beneath the surface. From glowing creatures in the abyss to ancient shipwrecks lost to time. If the secrets of the deep sea ignite your curiosity, subscribe and join our journey. Together we'll uncover the ocean's greatest enigmas, because even now the sea guards its darkest secrets, waiting for explorers like you.